Hello, welcome back to Jade. Last time we had an eventful time, among other things. Evelyn, we have a bunny in need. We have a what? A rabbit fun is in dire need of our assistance. But I'm completely. Oh, you mean Velvet, don't you? Got around to talking with her? Yeah. Wait, you know something about it already? I had a hunch when I first met her that she's restrained about something. I guess you got some specifics out of her? Some, yes. Apparently, from what I see, she carved a role for herself that doesn't really match with her personality. You mean with her team? Yes, it's not just team fighting thing though. Like for example, she doesn't like her current battle outfit that much. She said she's looking for something a bit cuter. Oh yes, saw her the thing she fights in. God, talk about utilitarian. It looks like something an animation team would choose just because it's easy to animate. I forgot how many shots they take. Minos takes at the writers. Give it a little life, buddy. That was random. Anyway, I think a new outfit would be a good place to start, and thankfully we know a great designer. Oh, my goodness, you got to introduce me. Oh, come on, no one likes a braggart. Evelyn. Fine, ruin my fun. Anyway, I can definitely make some new friends for Velvet pronto. There we go. So what's the first step? First step is having Velvet tell me what she would like. Can't have the poor bunny get you another outfit forced on her, can we? Oh, definitely not happening. Well, I should probably invite her to come speak with us in private. Where could I find her? From where she told me, she likes to hang out in the gardens or near the landing and take pictures to relax. That's probably where she'd look for her then. We're not doing that one. This is the one I think it is. Good thing I remembered before going to sleep. I mean, they're old notes, but still, I told her I would give them back to her by today. Oh, Ariel, hi. Hi, Ruby. Sorry, I know it's kind of late. Oh, it's not that late. What can I do for you? Oh, actually, I just wanted to return this to Weiss. It's one of her notebooks. Did she drop it somewhere? Huh? No, she lent it to me. You've been studying with Weiss? Yep, she's been a great help in dust class. She took meticulous notes for the entire first semester. Crazy, am I right? Yeah, she does that. I didn't know you've been hanging out. Yeah, this is it's kind of silly, if I'm being completely honest. Really? Don't you remember about that time I went with her to the dust shop? Oh yeah, of course. But I mean, well, I thought that was just a one-time thing. So you hit it off. I'm glad. You could say so. Yeah. Anyway, I don't want to keep you from bed too much. Can I leave this with you? Oh nonsense! You're not keeping me at all. I mean, if you want to talk or just hang out, I'm always available. You know. Thanks for the offer, but I think you'll just get cranky and bite me again. Maybe. Anyway, it's fine. I'll give this to wife myself. Thanks, Rubes. Have a good night. You too. Who was that, Ruby? It was Ariel. He came by to drop this off. My notebook. You could have told me it was him. I figured he'd just return it tomorrow. I didn't figure you were that chummy. Well, we're not exactly close, but he did help me out with a couple of things, and it's nice to have someone to speak with dust about. I know I can be a little bit much at times. Don't I know it? And yes, Ariel is a cool guy, isn't he? We got into a kind of fight, and I even got mad, and I even bit him, but he doesn't mind at all. He even gave me a piggyback ride back to the dorm. Piggyback ride? And wait, that's why you were covered back in dirt into that time? Yeah, it was a rough patch. But now we're closer than before because of it. I'm glad. I didn't know you were so close. Well, I've made his weapon, and then he gave me cookies and so on. It's only natural we'd be extra chummy. So anyway, here's your notebook. I'll turn in for the night. Oh, yes, of course. Nighty night. The funniest thing about these dual girl events with the RWBY team, they actually are triggered before the girls actually express or you get express any feelings. I wonder where Ruby gets hers. Quickest way to know is to simply ask her, I guess. Hey, Rubes. Ariel? Big... I thought it's not fair. I'm the only one with an... yeah, I figured, but the nickname itself. Think about it for a few seconds. What's wrong with it? Oh my god, I'm so sorry! It's fine. I'll take it as a compliment, I guess. Same old Ruby, acting first, thinking later. You know how our first meeting went? She literally made all the dust supplies I had brought to school explode. Hi, Weiss. What does that have to do with anything? That was an accident. She was reducing Ariel to his equipment. Enough incidents become a pattern, my scattered brain partner. I'm not scatterbrained all the time. Look, I just wanted to ask Ruby something. You sure you don't want to ask me? Pretty sure Ruby knows more about weapons than you do. Yeah, I do. So shoot, we need focus. I bet you do. Oh well, I'm always available in case the fallout proves too much for you to handle on your own, Ariel. Thanks, I guess. You're welcome. What was all that about? Alright, me, you, and my hidden bodyguards. Neo. I think that was supposed to be an and Neo. Here we are again. Even for the middle of this weekday, the place is crowded. I sigh, feeling my shoulders relax a bit. You're thinking there's less of an opportunity for her to do anything with this many people, right? I wish. She tackled me in broad daylight in the middle of a street, remember? But with this many people, she won't have enough space, maybe. Isn't she particularly tiny? Crap. So she needs less space than usual to move around. Is she custom made to be dangerous? Anyway, calm down. We'll be watching, remember? And you're a hunter in training, getting stronger by the day. You should be able to handle her. Tell that to my scratches from the other day. The aura does nothing. Alright, she wasn't at the entrance, so I guess she must be in the inner room. I just hope I don't miss her because of her height. Ow, my calf. Somebody kicked me from behind. Ouch, what was that for? She just taps the ground and stares at me. Oh, I get it. I walked right past her without seeing her. Fan base would have words for ignoring her. Sorry, I was distracted. Crap, that's a great start. She's already annoyed, which probably means no information and a world of pain for me. Look, I'm really sorry, but remember when I asked you about your connection? I'm in trouble as I was thinking about that. Huh? That's with the knowing smile. It's like the fact I'm in some kind of trouble is not a surprise to her. You actually know something about what's happening to me, don't you? She laughed briefly at me before raising her right hand, index and waving left to right. Toot toot, not yet. I see, so what do you want me to do? She laughs again before grabbing out my right hand. Oh gods. What? The dance floor, she just wants to dance? Well, maybe it won't be that bad after all. Everything seems to be going well so far. Indeed, this approach wasn't exactly optimal, but the meeting seems to be proceeding normally. Yeah, dancing is no big deal, even though she's not that. Oh, wow, she's really not it. She's a terrible dancer. Now I understand why she had to resort to blackmail to find a dance partner. Oh wow, and here I found whatever information she got from work partner. My feet hurt places and I didn't know a foot had nerves in. I risked having to fight 4 people, of which one was a girl, and I even got an elbow in the stomach once. Well, at least she looks like she enjoyed herself. Doesn't make this better at all, but I held up my part of the deal. So, had fun? She nods at what seems to be a genuine smile. Thank the gods I didn't suffer in vain. That's good, but I should go. It's a school day. Oh, don't be like that. I'm a student, remember? And anyway, now it's your turn to hold up the barrel. What do you know about Howard? Neo. She sighs and looks, but then nods and holds up her scroll. I feel myself smiling as she begins to type. Now I'm finally getting the information. False or true, it may be. I will never have to see her again. Finally found you! Oh wow, that outfit. And the color of her skin, her eyes, her hair, she looks so exotic. Also, she looks really annoyed, and Neo's mood soured all of a sudden when she appeared. They sent me to grab you. Remember that thing you were supposed to be there for? It's currently underway. Look, were it up to me, you could do whatever you want, but he said something about a feeling and that you would understand what that means. LB, that actually worked? Wait a minute. Why is she putting her phone away? No, hey, Neo, remember this guy? Me? The information? Ah! Let's go then. I'm the one other guy trying to hit on me away from. Now wait just a goddamn minute here! What? In case you weren't paying attention, Neo and I were talking about something here. One of those guys, huh? Look, you're definitely barking up the wrong tree here. Trust me. Have you ever danced with her? Excuse me? I did. For at least 2 hours. Good for you. My feet hurt. People were injured. I may have a cracked rib. Cracked it? What kind of dancing does that? Hers! And I have endured it for all the opportunity to ask her something. I'm warning you. Get out of my face or... Then you come in. Where? Your hands. And you want to leave her with you just as she was about to tell me. Let go of my shoulders. Not a chance in. I said to let go, you moron. Oh, did somebody get the license plate? Sorry, was too busy checking on your unconscious form, partner. Jack, what? Mocha skin, green hair, red eyes. Oh, gods damn it! Where's Neo? Left with her. But your scroll went off while you recovered. It did? scrambled in my pocket, out of my jacket, grabbed the scroll, finding the message notice. Yes, it's from her. That was hilarious. Never seen that little Machito? Luce had a cool like that before. And you were pretty funny looking too. Aha, laugh it up, sure. Hopefully that's not everything she sent. As promised, here's what I know about the faunus guy. Came to us asking questions about you. Well, about the meteor and the crater. Slash, or whatever. We didn't really know there was a you until we investigated. Yeah, he was guessing stuff even during our fight after all. Anyway, I don't really know the guy that well, but apparently he was working with a former associate of my partner, a guy named Weiser van Goof. Weiser van Goof? Weiser van Goof. Who's that? The name. We got a name, Jack. Some progress, finally. Never met the guy, but I know a few things about him. First, my partner believed Weiser was dead before Howard contacted him. Also, he called him quite useful, which means he must have been kind of smart. And lastly, when my partner started working with him, Weiser was in his third year at Beacon. I don't remember why they specified that detail, because like the Beacon detail, like I understand. The third year, I don't know. Ariel, you okay? You look like you've seen a ghost. Beacon. What about Beacon? This Weiser, one of Howard's Beacon. He was at Beacon, Jack. A former student from Beacon is. I give Jack a gray nod. A couple of years ago, when the guy graduated, he left Vale. My partner never saw him again, which is why he thought he was. Of all the ways you could assume someone's dead, thought he was dead. Just up and left without telling anyone, and he never popped up in any of the Four Kingdoms again, as far as we know. If this is Weiser still alive after 30 years of the wild, you caught the attention of quite an interesting guy. Interesting, she says. Anyway, from now on, I'm going to be quite busy, but I had fun. If you look me up again, I'll try to meet you. GTG. Now, XOXO. Kiss and love, kiss and hug, Neo. Place my scroll back in my pocket, and then bring my eyes up to stare at Jack. We should get Penny and Evelyn before we discuss this further. Yeah. This is looking better and better. I mean, Howard was an amateur, but his semblance was terrifying. Now we discover that one of his allies is a full-fledged hunter. Wonder what the other two are like. But more importantly, what does such a mismatched group want with me? That's enough. Mr. DeCapicus' aura is in the red. That was a pathetic showing. And we lost to Ren. God, that's embarrassing. I mean, Ren is a phenomenal in hand-to-hand combat, but I made some amateur mistakes because I was distracted. Something weighing on your mind? Yes, it shows, huh? It does, but you recognized your mistake and the reason for it is your own. Amateurs do not know why they err. That's a sign of progress. Thanks, Ren. If only he knew that half the reason is because of your feet. I know, right? Or it seems to be so arbitrary. It's like it's let certain types of damage and pain in just to teach users lessons. Jack isn't back yet, huh? No, she told us to go ahead and wait for her in the cafeteria while she finishes talking with the headmaster. Okay, you two go ahead. Then I'll go wash up and catch up with you later. I needed that. My feet almost don't hurt anymore. I guess my aura decided I learned the lesson. And I'm famished. Getting your ass kicked works up an appetite. Try not to lose too many times, then. I hear Beowulfs have a taste for love handles. Eh? What was that? That uniform. She's a transfer student here from the Vital Tournament Festival. Her hair color reminds me a bit of Penny, but the feeling she gives off is completely different. Also, Penny would never make that kind of joke. Considering the grinder Professor Goodwitch puts us through, I wouldn't be able to get fat even if I wanted to. I know, right? And I thought my professor back in Atlas was strict, so you're from Atlas. One of my teammates is from Atlas as well. Oh, I know. She's actually why I approached you, honestly. Huh? She approached me for Penny. My name is Neon Cut. Yeah, if I remember correctly, that team is nothing but memes. Neon is just Neon Cat. And Flint Cole, her partner, is like a meme from Rooster Teeth's. One of their I think it was Achievement Hunter. Like a joke. What was it? Gav or Griff? Somebody made a joke about in Minecraft. Ariel DeCabagus. So you know Penny? Not personally, but I'm on a super secret mission to get some information for her. Secret mission. And why can't you tell her directly? Because of the risk General Armwood may get to know about it too. I see. Guess just like has Master Osmond, General Ironwood isn't someone we can trust with everything. I mean, Volume 7 and 8, people! Who is this information from? And why did they give it to you? It's from Penny's father. You should have seen my face when my stroll went off with an unknown number. It was like, who are you and how did you get my number? Are you a stalker? And he contacted me because General Ironwood doesn't take me seriously. Huh. I see, because he doesn't take her seriously. He doesn't keep an eye on her the way he would someone he'd expect someone thing out of. Although, why doesn't he take you seriously? I mean, every school handpicked only a handful of teams, so that means your team is exceptional. Yes, but the general thinks my team got to where it is despite me, not with me. But I'll show him. I'll show everyone. Seems like a touchy subject for her. Even if it does interest me, what could cause people to overlook her so? Anyway, ready to memorize. There's 2 sentences, and I don't really understand them myself, but it sounded important. Shoot. Alright. The first sentence is the one you need to keep from Penny as well. It says, the limit is 3 minutes. The limit is 3 minutes? The limit of what? I don't understand, but I guess that's the point, huh? And the second one is, the sandwiches are no longer safe. That makes even less sense. But I guess it will for Penny? Although, you said that I should keep the first one from her entirely? That's not what he said. What's the point of telling me then? Well, I think this is something that Penny, for some reason or another, won't be able to keep secret. So, if he's telling you need to tell her when she needs to know, how am I supposed to know when that will be? Beats me. I don't even know what he was talking about. But I'm so curious. It sounds so important. I know, right? Well, no use dwelling in it. I'm still hungry anyway. You coming too? Oh, you don't know the half of it, love handles. Here we come. And that's the end of it, sir. Our Tucker let it slip that this leader is a Beacon graduate, so that at least gives us something to go on. Then goof. Headmaster said this is getting more serious than we thought it could be. Indeed it has. Wouldn't go so far as to saying that every hunter who is trained at Beacon has gone on to grow into a morally outstanding person, but this is unprecedented. Oz, you're an idiot. You're such an idiot. Sir, I doubt this has been a recent change. Maybe we will be able to find some hints on his file in the student archives. I figured you kept some sort of archives, sir. It was an easy guess. That's not what my surprise is for, Miss Ivory. I'm sorry to say those archives are off limits to you and your team. Headmaster, I understand the need for privacy and secrecy. It is just one file. We won't be going rummaging through the archives. I appreciate your consideration, Miss Ivory, but what I mean is, you and your team are to stop researching Weiser van Gogh and his association with Mr. DeCapagas altogether. Sir, with all due respect, I need a good explanation. When I first accepted Mr. DeCapagas and Miss Paulandina into Beacon, I did so for 3 reasons. One was to give you and Miss Damerant teammates to better integrate you into the student population. The second was because I had suspicions about Mr. DeCapagas' origin. The third is not for your ears. But with each new detail revealed about his nature, I now assume that none of my theories apply. Mr. DeCapagas is completely uncharted territory for me. His enemy is completely unknown, and that has never happened before. Not with the things tied to the past of Remnant. Sir, that's precisely why we need more intel. That's what you have the orphans for. Indeed, but Miss Paulandina and Mr. DeCapagas are not orphans. We cannot risk their lives. Shut the fuck up, you old man. Sir, you can't try that on someone not involved. Their lives are already at risk. We've been attacked. Evelyn almost died. Because you were training without supervision outside the school grounds. I forget how much this game hates us. I mean, for good reason. He's an idiot. As long as you avoid straying outside our protection, no further harm will come to you. Or we will be caught completely unguarded, pants around our ankle. It will not be left alone, Miss Ivory. The topic will simply receive attention at a later date and after we've cleared up another encumbrant situation. Oh, really? That sounds fantastic. Except for the part where Howard was able to move in and out of Beacon as he wanted. I do not trust the faculty's ability to protect us while we sit on our asses, Headmaster, but I acquiesce. Fine, keep your archives. I will go inform my team of your decision. Dismiss. Indeed, and that's why I don't need you bringing further attention to enemies my way, Miss Ivory. Let's do the Nora. Not to be mean, but after what happens with the pancakes, it's clear to me Nora tends to skip the planning stages at times. Although I should probably gotten her number. It feels a bit weird going to the apartment to ask if Nora wants to come out to train. Good afternoon, Ariel. Hey, Ren, how's it going? Quite well, thank you. You're here to meet Nora. Yeah, I forgot to get her phone number after last time. I was in too much of a hurry to get the pancake batter out of my hair, I guess. I know the feeling. Speaking of which, I guess thanks are in order. Huh? Thanks for what? For focusing Nora's excesses on someone else for once. I've always been the sole recipient for as long as I can remember. So it was a welcome break. As long as you can remember. So your childhood friends? Something of the like, yes. We've grown up together. And well, we pretty much always only had each other for better or worse. So I've become more familiar with her inner workings. I see. Such a long-standing and durable friendship. I wonder what it feels like. Now, on the other matter, yes, you're here to accept Nora's offer. Are you absolutely sure of that? I guess. Why are you asking? Hockey, pocky, walkie, whack, aka, abra, cadabra, dabra, naka. Oh, Hi, Ariel. Or maybe if we're not Ren. Hey, not Nora. Hi. Hi. What brings you to my neck of the woods? Don't talk about wood, for heaven's sake. I didn't get your scroll number last time, and oh right, and after I asked you if you wanted to exercise together. So sorry. I'm getting on top of that, Ren. Gotta go run. And I'm already running late. Of course, Nora. I'll see you later. That's how she always dresses when she exercises. Yes, and that's the least of your problems when it comes to a training session with Nora. The first and foremost is trying to keep up with her a bit. Yes, but considering what happens last time, you need the advantage that she might still feel bad for you. I lost that luxury a long time ago. I guess being longtime friends isn't all positives. Given enough time to develop that kind of familiarity, you start realizing each other's limits. I see. When did you get together? We didn't. It's a weird, complicated, will they, won't they? But the fan base wants them together. Sorry, I shouldn't have assumed. It's fine, we can give off that impression. And it's not like we didn't try, it just didn't stick. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. It's fine. And the other thing is fine too. The other thing? You seem the kind of person who tends to overthink things. I just wanted to reassure you that it's fine to be physically attracted to Nora, since you're not infringing on anyone's relationship with Lavaricious thoughts. Are you always this direct? Sometimes it's the only way to get through to her. It's a sharpened weapon against the onslaught of sloth calls. And I don't even want to know. Anyway, you're gonna need stamina to keep up with Nora. I advise against making any confident attempt until you're confident about it. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks, Ren. In the meanwhile, Ruby and Weiss. Weiss, what the hell was that? What the hell was what exactly? The whole thing with Ariel the other day. On that, oh, nothing much. I just thought you'd welcome the help in defusing the situation, considering the moment a foot in your mouth. Help! You framed it as if I'm a complete idiot. Oh, I assure you that was not my intention. I thought recounting some of your earlier mishaps may make Ariel realize you're just prone to bumbling and not think too much of the incident. I guess that's... No, wait, that still makes me look like I sound like a moron. Nah, just scatterbrained. And anyway, why do you care? Because I don't want Ariel to think I'm a moron. Specifically Ariel, Well, yes. You were making me look like a moron in front of him. Who else would I care about thinking me of as a moron in that situation? Right. I guess that makes sense. It's not like you're particularly close to him at the point of valuing his opinion above others. Right. That'd be like thinking the fact he helped you with your shopping gives you some kind of special bond with him. I mean, I have 2 stars with both of you. He also helped me with a problem concerning my family, FYI. Big surprise, you just can't help shoving your big fat surname in people's faces, can you? Oh, I guess having something to take pride in is a novelty to you. I take pride in plenty of things, in many things, thank you very much. Like your total lack of fashion sense, you runaway scarecrow. Oh, does dressing like a normal person bother you, you anormic snowman? What did you just call me? Aren't you going to say anything? I like living, thank you very much. What about you? I'd probably be biased. Don't want to single out any of the two out. There you have it then. Oh look, I'm Waishni, standing of my split ends and flat chest. Hi everyone, I'm Ruby Roast. I'm so ashamed of my body, you can hardly see my neck. Welcome back, Ariel. Hey, Penny. Speaking of which, I should probably tell her what Neon said. Jack and Evelyn are finishing with the dishes in the kitchen. I see. Speaking of cooking, I have a message for you from your father.
What?
My father? But how did he contact you? That's not important. I mean, it kind of is. He wanted me to tell you this. The sandwiches are no longer safe. Oh, I see. Is something wrong? What does it mean? It's about the loss of privacy. It's nothing too bad, but loss. Maybe Penny and her father had a way of talking to each other without the general knowing about it. The general controls your communication. It's not exactly. It's just that he's the only means of contacting my father. But in front of the general, I can't talk to him as I'd like to. I see. I'm sorry, Penny. For what? You had no hand in this. But I see that it makes you sad, and I don't like seeing you sad. Well, maybe you could. Sorry, Penny, but whatever you wanted to ask him, we'll have to wait until I'm asleep. It was nothing overly sexual. You sure? I thought you were finally ready. No, I just wanted maybe a hug. Maybe, she says. What kind of monster would deny her a hug? In that case, feel free to do it while I'm awake, but returning to the master at hand. The headmaster denied me access to the student archives. Typical. He denied us? But why? He wants to handle the investigation on his own, since a beacon Illuminus is involved. Also, it seems like we've reached a point where even he can't predict what's going to happen next. I mean, not that he's good at predicting what happens next. We're in a completely uncharted territory. I can see that. But we're directly involved in this. Our lives are already being placed in danger. And I can't even know anything about this guy. We can't stay on the defensive. Looks like that's exactly what he wants us to do. I didn't tell him about our source, though. Good? I mean, there's a risk he would cut us off from that as well, somehow. But still, god damn it, we're the ones being targeted by this guy. We're being endangered because of something we don't even know everything about. Shouldn't we at least know all we can about our attackers to better defend ourselves? I cannot say I approve of this course of action. Probably thinking of what it looked like if it got out a former Beacon student. It's behind attacks of current Beacon students. And then he had criminal affiliations with the criminal underworld, whom he still was in school. Affiliations, I bet, went completely unnoticed, so he prefers to sweep as much as he can under the rug to save face. More than that, Headmaster seems to already have this attention on something else, so he will not do anything that may bring more to his table. Where does that leave us? One thing we can do is look at his old address in Vale. His old address? Oh, of course. Care to elaborate? As hands-off as Osborne can be, I doubt he would fail to notice one of his students coming and going to Vale regularly, oftentimes staying out till the crack of dawn. If not him, Professor Goodwitch surely would. Oh, right, I didn't think of that. So it's safe to assume he wasn't living in the dormitories at the time. Yeah. So I was thinking that on Sunday we could go look for it up in Vale. If he was renting an apartment, he must have left a trace. But even if we find an old apartment, what would we even do? Some neighbors may remember him. Maybe something that was left that wasn't removed by the new tenants is a long shot, but it's the only one we have, barring a forceful look at the school archive, which I doubt we would even be able to accomplish. Damn it, Oz! We're way too involved to be left out of the loop like this! Today is the day the old teacher comes back, but it's a certainly new teacher for me. This Professor Peach is the official teacher of the Dust class, but she was on maternity leave. This is still one of the weirder details they decided to throw in to this because, spoiler alert,
for Jade too. We haven't met that baby. Like we meet, like the closest theory I've ever heard is either we haven't met the child, or like she was on maternity leave for someone else, like helping somebody else with maternity leave. But like it's weird. But some students, like Ruby, noticed over the days seemed to dread the
The
prospect.
general feelings of the students seem to be split about this professor.
I know, right? Maybe she's really stricter than Professor Goodwitch. Strict enough to keep Ruby in check? That would explain why she's so glum while Weiss is excited. Although, considering Dust is Weiss's favorite subject, it could be because she's good at her job. Well, the mystery is about to be solved, and she's here, and, that's pretty eccentric clothing. I mean, most hunters dress eccentrically, but our teachers always seem to have the exception to the rule. Port. A good morning to all of you, children. Let me begin by saying, it's good to be back. Welcome back, Professor Peach. Wow, Weiss, never pegged you for a teacher's fangirl. Thanks, Miss Schnee. And Miss Rose, I see you're looking glum as ever the prospect of my lessons. Sorry, Professor, I just ate something bad for breakfast. Miss Rose, you couldn't lie to save your life. Never change, unless you have to. Was that an insult, a compliment, or a suggestion? Maybe all three together. Also, Miss Goodwitch told me that 4 new students joined while I was on leave. May I ask Team Jade to stand up? That's us. Penny and I stand up, and a couple of rows behind us, Jack and Evelyn follow suit. She observes us for a few seconds without asking us to introduce ourselves. You're certainly a colorful agromante, like crystals of raw dust. Have you managed to catch up with the rest of your class? Yes, Miss Peach. The other students have been quite helpful in that regard. Weiss in particular was very kind to me. I see Weiss's eyes widen with the tail of my eye, and immediately after she beams. Yeah, no doubt she cares a lot about what this particular teacher thinks of her. Very good. Which means we can go even further now and explore the mysteries of dust together. The mysteries of dust? I say it loud as we all take our seats again. Indeed, Mr. Decapagus. I guess my substitute has gotten you used to a normal curriculum, didn't he? Textbook study on the nature of dust and its various uses on the battlefield. My lessons are a bit different. And they're also the reason why Miss Rose can't be 100% happy about my return despite being a sweetheart. That's not true. I must insist, Miss Rose, if you were a sugar content in an alcoholic beverage, you make a health hazard. Penny, what the hell does that mean?
The policy of alcoholic beverages depends on their sugar content. So by making it a health hazard, we can surmise that Ruby is the equivalent of a great amount of sugar.
Oh. But I don't think Ruby is going to be able to fully get it. Weiss, what do I say to that? You smile and take the compliment, dunce. Now, Miss Sneak, she's not that dense. My metaphors aren't for everyone. I still need to write this down. Of course, the smut writer. So, thoughts? She seems competent and affable, witty, but not in a nasty way.
This is the first time I've heard about practice in dust classes for hunters. Dust usage is covered in combat class.
And I love how she manages to compliment and insult people in the same sentence. That takes skill.
I really like her clothes. Well, you said everything else there has to say. Not the point, partner. I'm glad to know you find my fashion sense aesthetically pleasing, Mr. DeCapicus. Hello, Professor. Sorry for putting you on the spot. Awful timing on my part.
On the contrary, I'd call it perfect.
Shut up, Evelyn. Anyway, I wanted to know if you'd have lunch with me, Team Jade. Don't teachers have their own lounge? Indeed. But I'd just like to have the chance to catch up on the curriculum. I have a responsibility to catch up on knowing my students. Also, I can't deny being curious about you lot. Glinda only briefly hinted at your situation, but it sounds intriguing. I see. God, this is kind of embarrassing, having lunch in the mess hall with a professor. We'd be more than happy to have you, Professor. Excellent. I will reach you in a couple of minutes. Got a blackboard to tidy up. This could actually be to our advantage. He seems more at ease in mingling with students.
Hopefully, she's not in the gray-haired asshole's inner circle.
I could have sworn we see that. Oh well. Yeah, we can buy outfits for the characters, but don't remember who's who. Let's go find Velvet. Evelyn said she'd be here in the afternoons, didn't she? But I can't see her head or ear of her anywhere. Ooh, hey Ariel. Oh, hi Nora. Out for a walk? Nuh-huh. The Nora don't walk. The Nora morning jogs. Aha, I see. Aren't you supposed to do it in the morning though? Well, yes, but Nora's mornings may be too busy with eating breakfast. She may like to lounge around in bed until forcibly removed from it. Yes, I guess that takes time away from... What was that? What? That weird noise, didn't you hear it? Not really. Weird. Anyway, back to my job. Jog. Later, Ariel. Alright, later, Nora. I wish somebody would look at me the way you looked at her every once in a while. Velvet! Then you were here. Wait, the way I looked at Nora, with lust in your eyes. I did not look at her with lust in my eyes. Yes, you did. Did not. Got the pictures to prove it. You were taking pictures of us. So that's what that sound was. The shutter. Yes. While hiding? Otherwise, your faces and poses wouldn't be natural. That is true, still. You wouldn't have never stared so openly at Nora's buttocks and legs had you known you were being observed. Oh, don't be so embarrassed. It's perfectly natural. She's got lovely hips, too. And she's so cute and petite, and she's not a giraffe like me, but... Velvet, you're not that tall. If you count the ears. Even with that, you're still a lovely girl. You're nice, but it's just plain old me. Well, maybe a wardrobe change would help. Huh? Remember how I said I'd help you with your self-betterment plan? Well, Evelyn's willing to make you a new battlesuit. She is, she can. Yep, but first we need to know what you'd like. Of course, something with some brighter colors would be great. At least a little. Also, I know it's not combat optimal considering I'm close range, but maybe something longer sleeve or a coat. I like coats. Okay, slow down. I can't take mental notes of this all. Why don't you set up an appointment with Evelyn? You can talk get up with her and she can take your measurements. Yes, that sounds like a good idea. Thank you, Ariel. And I really appreciate it if this remains between the three of us. Oh, of course, don't worry. We should probably use our room as a stage of operations then, preferably on a weekend. So peaceful. It's weird that there are so few students walking around at night. I expect at least a couples. And again, co-ed dorms, if you have a room, you don't need to sneak around. You go out because you want to, not because you need to. And since there's not much to do at night... Huh? What's that sound? What even is that? I don't even... Hey, Ariel! What the... Why so serious? You never seen a pair of rollerblades? I have no idea what those are. And also, who are you? Say what? What do you mean you don't... Oh, wait. It's not that you don't know me. It's that you don't recognize me. We've met before. Me. What if I tell you that sandwiches aren't safe? Sandwiches. Oh. Oh my God, you're Neon Cat? The one and only. For the love of, she's almost unrecognizable. The hair dyed. The hairdo, the dye, and the attire. It's like she becomes a completely different person, at least on the outside. So you're seriously never seen a pair of rollerblades? Or did I make you forget? The former. Anyway, what are you doing? Getting some training in. Training? My rollerblades aren't just a cool way to move around, they're part of my fighting style. I mean, she wears those while fighting, but how? They don't look that reliable on uneven terrain, though. Ooh, observant. I have a way around that, though. Don't worry. I see. So your fighting style relies on rollerblades. And one more thing. Although it's hard to get some real practice in it, you know? I mean, I can do it on my own, but you can't really value efficiency without a partner, you know? You mean you can't find someone to help you with that? Not even your teammates? Yep, they've tried, but they couldn't take it. How so? Well, I guess people don't like getting insulted. That's the whole point. They don't like getting insulted? Indeed. For we all are talking about the noble art of trash talking. Hey. But I'll teach you the noble art of teabagging. I'm kidding, of course. But like Halo, Call of Duty, shooters. Sorry, but how is trash talking any use in the battle? I could ask the same thing. How about your dick in the bedroom? Excuse? An opening! Point taken. Ow. Hunters train for facing Grim and other miscellaneous dangers daily, but they never know how to react to some ribbing. I see, but what about Grim? That's advanced fury. Why? You interested? Honestly, yeah. The ability to make people lose their cool and more. That's not to be taken lightly. Well, I'm looking for a partner, so where could we go to insult each other without being seen? What about the amphitheater? That way we can practice while fighting. Good idea. This time of day works for me. Just come up, look for me whenever you feel like throwing insults at each other. She doesn't exactly make it sound like a good time. But as she just said, that's the point, isn't it? Anyway, I should go back to my room. Morning, partner. Ready for another day? You know it. What the? I don't remember setting this ringtone. Oh God, I remember this. She's here. Oh, fucking. So yeah, I can't interact with it today. I don't think. It's tomorrow. Because like today, story-wise, he really doesn't want to. Hey Ariel, hey Neon. Ready to start? I suppose. Good. So to start with, have you ever tried to actually insult anyone? Like, on purpose? Yep. Insulting in the heat of the moment is not what we're going to experiment on here. We're talking wit. We're talking about sharp attacks. We're talking about verbal destruction of your opponent's ego to land them in missteps. That can't really happen if you're feeling heated up yourself. So again, you ever insulted anyone on purpose without reacting in the heat of the moment? No? Can't say I have? I mean, I've teased people, maybe taunted, but I've never actually tried to insult somebody to that extent. Too bad. That's fine, though. It just means you suck a little more than the average person. That's fixable. I what? Haha! Now that's my student. It's called a backhanded compliment. It sounds like a genuine one, but it's actually an insult. I figure it's a good starting place. You feel more like a charmy boy, but so I bet you're giving compliments before, now you just need to make them lies. And that's a starter? Yep. Now come on, try doing it to me. To you? Yeah. Take something about me and try to hide an insult without compliment. And it does has some nice hair if you like pastoral colors. We got a long way to go. Your trash talking increased by 10. Ugh, I'm so bored. 5 minutes away from stabbing one of these numbskulls with a stiletto. That little toe smashing hellion! Why is she acting like I'm her friend? Seriously, when did we develop in a relationship that she can just randomly complain to me about her boredom? Should I even answer? Oh, whatever, it's just texting. Also, if I can help prevent manslaughter, a text is a small price to pay. Sorry to hear that, but shouldn't you be working right now? And send. If she can't speak, I can only imagine how she must feel, although that didn't stop her from demanding attention from people so far. A bit of time in the sun will do me good. Also, I think there's a draft. Maybe not a properly sealed one. Either way, the warm rays should help me dispel the constant chill up my spine I've had since a few days. Just because Yang made us get groceries together doesn't mean I forgive you. You forgiving me? That's rich. You're the one who started lording your relationship over me. You're the one who went behind my back. For the love of, I was just trying to help you help him study. Oh yeah? And what about the first time you met? What about it? You warmed up to him real quick, didn't you? What does that have to do with anything? So I was pleasantly surprised that someone complimented me without any second meaning about it. Sue me. Mean to tell me you've never had that happen to you ever? Come on. Maybe not. I don't know. What do you mean you don't know? Ruby, I'm the heiress to the richest and most powerful guy on the remnant. In Atlas social circles, even children are instructed to get friends with the right people. So yes, Ariel may well have been the first person my age who complimented wise person instead of wise she. But what about John? Okay, the second one. But the first one who did it in a way that doesn't want to make me want to murder someone else. Okay, yeah, he can be a bit. Wait, no, angry! Reason more! I bet you started making plans right then and there. I most certainly did not. Did you start making plans when he gave you cookies? What? No. What do you take me for? Right back at you. What do you think I'm so desperate for romance that I just fall for the first guy who acts nice for me? I have taste and standards. Then what happened? Nothing specific. It's just he's not that just that he's nice. He's smart. He can hold a conversation with me. Not on all subjects, of course, but some of my favorites. And even when he can, he likes to listen. Yeah, he's just so curious about everything. Maybe because of his amnesia. But still, it's nice having someone who can also just be there, you know? I guess. But I like more the fact that he's there. He's there when you need. I mean, even when we had a bit of a fight, he immediately wanted to make amends. He didn't like grovel and say, "Oh my God, sorry, you're right." He just agreed to disagree and that we had gone a bit too far. He treasures friends more than winning arguments. For someone who always nervous about screwing up socially, it makes me feel safe, you know. I can see why he would. Oh, what the hell! I also like how tall he is. I love tall men with strong arms. Yes, we remember Volume 9. What? Really? I thought it would be the opposite. Yes, I'm prideful and short and so on. But I actually like the idea of being carried and held and so insensitive. So in a sense, my stature makes it easier, you know? I guess that makes sense. And I guess, since we're laying it, I guess I really like his scent. His scent? Yes, I noticed after we had a fight in the rolling guys he carried, we were both so sweaty and scent was but so strong, but on. And, oh my god, so pervy! Um, That's not weird. Humans do have pheromones as well, if less pronounced than other animals. Oh wow, way to suck all the romance out of it. Romance. Is that what this is? I don't know. I don't know. Me neither, but I think I like him. Despite the fact he already has a girlfriend and that Penny most likes him as well. And despite the fact that my partner likes him as well. Yes. What a mess. But at least we know, don't we? Yes, we know. And Ruby? What is it? Whatever happens, I swear, I won't let this come between us. On top of everything else that makes you unable to stand me, Ruby. Haha, okay, serious now. I too promise. Whenever it goes with Ariel, I'll never stop trying to make you my bestie. You cannot be serious. How long have you been there? Long enough. I needed to get to that stall, but I didn't want to interrupt, and I also didn't want to make you notice, so you heard that. Ruby, yeah? And you, wife, you also? You do? I see. So, you're asking me! I don't, and you don't even know about what? And being the panic lord, he panics. Ariel, no! What are you? Oh, great job, idiot! You scared him off, what? What now? What kind of stupid question is it? Way to put him on the spot. How am I supposed to know he'd react like that? Well, let's see. He'd already got a girlfriend, and he's got the two more girls like him. One of them being you. So much for nothing coming between us, huh? I guess you're a sore loser, bestie. I'm sorry. Are you trying to imply that I'll be the loser here? Oh, I didn't take you for the aspiring comedian partner. Oh, no worries. Nobody's taken the title of Queen of Funsies from you. Because besides, you'll ever get him to like you back when you can't reach its sternum without heels. So, no hard feelings after we get together. I just happen to snog the life out of him in front of you. No, and likewise, I hope you won't mind me just so happening to cuddle heavily on top of your bunk bed. Nah, why would I worry something that will never happen? My sentiments exactly, my dearest partner. You're not so not ready to deal with this. All right, everybody got their task memorized? Yes, we got the boring part. Moo. Evelyn and I will look for information about Weiser's rental on the CCT network. While we will beat the streets old school style. See if maybe there are areas of the city for rentals of student focus. Hey Jack, can't we switch, please? I'm a bun of action. No can do. This is partners only day. Also, you run the risk of distracting Ariel if you get bored. Slander! Slander and poppycock, I say! Oh, so I imagine Ariel's sudden bouts to blushing during class whenever you sit beside him? Ariel and Evelyn are sexually active. Penny, for the love of God, please don't say stuff like that in public. Roger that. We'll contact you later. Good luck. Sorry, Jack. I tell her not to do it, which knowing her only makes it worse. You don't know the half of it, partner. It's fine. I doubt you'd go along with it anyway. Definitely not in Professor Goodwich's class, but she doesn't seem to keep her hands to herself. Well, you're Evelyn's first relationship of this kind. She probably wants to make the most out of it. All the time. All the time. Why? You don't want to, especially if, well, let's just say it's hard to resist her for more than one reason. But look at her and me, acting all knowledgeable and stuff when I'm the only one with the least experience on the team. You never met anyone that interests you that way. Never looked for it, actually. Never was a priority. I met the headmaster when I was really young, and since then I've been doing nothing but go on missions, train, and partner, is everything all right? Yes, I'm sorry. I was just thinking about the past, you know. Remember the talk we had about the kitchen on the first week? It seems so long ago. Jack, you know, if you wanted to talk about it, I'm here. You know, I think I will take you up on that. Really? Really? If I could talk about it with Wyatt, there's no reason I can't share it with my partner. It's not a heavy story, though. I've warned you. Hey, your story isn't over yet. Deep. All right, let's start asking around. If I had a nickel for every time a character named Bella in a RWBY fan novel was crazy, I'd have 2 nickels, which is not a lot, but it's weird. It's happened twice. Will you stop doing that already? I'm bored. I agree. They're waiting for the boss to finish negotiating a rental is boring, but you can't take it out on my nerves. I want to see my big brother. Oh God, you're still going on about that. Look, I don't know how you got that crazy idea in your mind, but first, he's not your big brother. Yes, he is. Second, eating him would be a really bad idea. For you, maybe. My big brother would never harm me. For the love of... That's not what I care about. Problem is, we can't even approach him without a plan to snatch him. Plan? Who needs a plan? I'll just ask. You what? I'll just ask my big brother to come nicely with us. Just why I'm very important that I go see him as soon as possible. Yes, it's very important for everyone, isn't it? Yes, I'm going to go see him now. No, you're not! Yes, I am. That little... Bella, come back here this instant! I see, thanks. We managed to find information about a few streets which are concentration of rentals for students of weekend from the upper years. But so far no one knows anything about Weiser, or maybe they just don't remember. I guess if he was dealing with the underworld for so long without anyone noticing, he must have been good at appearing inconspicuous. I should take a break. Today is particularly hot. I almost envy Evelyn and Penny right now. Their work may be boring, but they're in an air-conditioned building, aren't they? Speaking of buildings without air conditioning, there's a clinic. Maybe there's a chance that Weiser visited them in the past. I could ask. Although, would they even show me their records? They're supposed to be highly confidential. The other option would be trying to see the records without asking, or asking someone to do it for me. But even if I wanted to do that, there's no assurance that would even be something relevant. Whoa, hey! Oh, I'm so sorry! No, you're not! I swear to God, if it's Neo again. Why do PvP people keep body checking me in this goddamn city? I'm very, very sorry! She's not Neo. No, she's a completely different color. She's much younger, and she may even be younger than RWBY. I'm sorry, I was trying to catch something in the wind that the wind took from me. I see. Still, pay more attention next time. You could have seriously hurt yourself. You're right. I will be more careful from now on. So, what's your name, big brother? I blink as I stare at her, weirded out. Where did she just call me? Why did you call me big brother? Oh, right, silly me. That doesn't translate well to Vale. In the archaic Mistrali language, you can refer to older people as big sissing in the way of pronoun. Oh, I see. You learn something new every day. The Remnant didn't always have one language. Well, I'm Ariel, and you are? I'm Bella. It's great to meet you, big brother. I would have preferred a less painful first meeting, but it's nice to meet you too. Oh, big brother, you were just saying that. I kind of am, because that's how greetings usually go, but when in doubt, keep your silence. At least when you don't want to erroneously offend girls. So what are you doing, big brother? Is this something I can help you with? What about that? Whatever thing she was trying to catch. Nothing much. I'm looking for someone and I ran into a wall. Well, if once I could take care of that wall, make it go boom, boom, bye. It's a figurative wall, not a real wall that needs to be taken down. So I can't make it boom? No? Ooh, I wanted to make something go boom for Big Brother. Okay, did I say something about Vale and weirdos recently? Because bears were peeing. I appreciate the thought, but that's not the kind of help I need right now. Right now, the skill set that I could use belongs more to a... That girl! Huh? Big Brother, what? Hey, wait! Stupid Big Brother. Ella is a growing girl. I will have a body like that too, soon enough. But I forgive you. It's good for Big Brother to have a healthy interest in girls. We're going to be spending a lot of time together after all. Right. Was that Ariel? That was definitely his voice, but where did he go? I mean, he sounded more angry and distressed, but, sorry, little miss. You see a guy with blonde hair and white jacket? He should have been screaming his head off a few seconds ago. Yeah, I did. Where did he run off to? That way. after some chocolate floozy with red eyes. Chocolate, the girl from the club. Thank you. You've been a great help. You're welcome. Say hi to Big Brother for me. Huh? Sure, I guess. Wait a moment. Where did you get that lighter? Not a single good one today. Either too poor or loaded, but so open that not even to provide a decent challenge. How's a girl supposed to get better at targets with like these? I guess I should probably go back to school or the safe house. I got bored of. Hey, wait! What? You're that guy. Finally caught up with you. You're here to perv on me some more, you perv. Well, that's an underwhelming insult. Anyway, no, I wanted to apologize. Seriously, you want to apologize to me? Do you have any idea who I am? Did kind of fly off the handle back there. You may have interrupted me and Neil, but I didn't really know about the whole situation. You thought I was hitting on her, no? You are weird. Because I apologized for something I did? Yes. Who even are you? My name is Errol Zakavigas. I'm a first year at Beacon. Wait, a first year at Beacon? That's what I said, yeah. Wouldn't I happen to know Ruby, Rose, and her friends then? Oh, you know Ruby too? She made my weapon for me, actually. I see. What a coincidence. Crap. I fucked up. Someone from Beacon saw me with Neo. But how was I supposed to know that little pest and her teammates would meet her not even 2 hours later? No, calm down, Emerald. You can still salvage this. I'm a transfer student from Mistral myself. My name is Emerald. Kind of on the nose. Maybe a bit. Anyway, regarding Neo, could I ask you not to mention the fact that I know her to anyone? Sure. You see, wait, just like that? She's some kind of criminal, isn't she? It's not, and not just any criminal. I can understand why you wouldn't want anyone to know about your association with her. I mean, let's agree to keep each other's secrets, alright? Without even asking me why I'm associated with her. Would you tell me? No. I wouldn't tell you either. Makes it even, no? You're still weird, but interesting. So whatever you're doing, you're hiding it from the facility. Actually, it's because of the facility I was forced to ask for Neo to help. Let's just say that the headmaster has been less than helpful with my problems. Would you like some help from someone more adjusted than Neo? Excuse me? She takes her scroll out of the pocket, holding it in front of her. She wants to exchange numbers and mimic the motion. Activating the scroll's function. And in a few seconds, we both have a new contact. If you ever feel like sharing what your problem exactly is, contact me. I think we can help each other out. Exchanging favors? We're both people who cannot go to the good guys to solve their problems. Not saying that we should stick together or anything, but I'll think about it. Sounds good. If you ever want to meet up... What the? An explosion? It came from where I was before. Jack, sorry, I'm all gotta go. What? Hey! Holy, what the hell happened here? The street is almost unrecognizable, like something out of a hellish... I really wish we could see, there was a picture of that. There's destroyed windows, trees, shrubbery on fire, and the doors to the shop seem to have been blown off its hinges. This, on one side, the other is on the polar opposite, a clear sheen of solid ice covering everything. That's what it claims of the flames. A tree lay frozen and shattered on the street's pavement. Jack! Did she fight? What exactly? Partner! Why? I thank the gods she doesn't look any worse for wear, but why is she standing in the middle of the street like that? Jack, what happened here? Or did you fight? Ariel. She's crying. She had it, Ariel, but why? She had what, partner? Why did that girl have my father's lighter? Because Minos is insane. Dun dun dun. I think you were supposed to pay for your sins after you died. Am I that bad of a person that the universe decided to take a head start? I'm back. Welcome back. Where the hell did you do? It's not my fault that crazy girl started rambling and grabbing my lighter and stuff, so I tried to explode her. As you do. You tried? Mean she survived? Yes. Bella, tell me everything from the top. How is she doing? Is she alright? Whatever happened with Jack had put our investigation into Weiser into a screeching halt. My partner has been in a state of shock since then. The police arrived soon after I found her. They brought us in for questioning, but Jack has been uncooperative, silent. Thankfully, Miss Goodwitch swung by and convinced them to release us into her custody. She got out of it. She's putting on some fresh clothes. Thank goodness. Did she say anything? Yes, that she needs to talk to us. Hopefully she can shed some light on her attacker's identity. She mentioned a lighter, and considering the property damage, I think I know who it is. Maybe Jack can tell us who she is? Hey, sorry for worrying you all. Nonsense, partner. We were just confused. I bet you were. When I confronted that girl, last thing I expected was for her to turn violent and attack me. As confused as when she started calling me Big Brother out of the blue. I know. She said it was old Miss Trolley, way of addressing older men. But she seemed a bit too eager to talk to me. Also, I think her excuse for running into me was just that, an excuse. Maybe she's with that group that's after you, Ariel, with Howard and Weiser. If she was, her behavior makes even less sense. Especially considering how strong she was and how little she cared about attacking people in public. Maybe she was trying to use psychological warfare. Never heard of the kind of psychological warfare focused on calling people Big Brother, but Remnant's a big place. Huh. Did Miss Goodwitch just crack a joke? Well, it worked, but Jack, honestly, what happened with you? To properly explain, I need to tell you about my past. Jack, are you sure? Partner, you don't have to force yourself right now. Ariel, it's okay. If this girl is also in link with Howard and Weiser, you all need to know about my relationship with her. Not even Evelyn knows the full story. Would you like me to leave, Miss Ivory? No, you also need to hear this, Miss Goodwitch. Sneak Company became the biggest and only non-local dust traders business, acquiring and running the competition out of the business. Ivory Dust Trade was one such company. Was it a family business? Yes. It was founded by my father in the spirit of the Nicholas Schnee. That's Weish's grandfather. Yes, my father admired Nicholas for what he had done, what he accomplished for the people of Atlas, and wanted to do the same for the people of Accio. Well, that's a big goal. My mother used to tease him endlessly about wanting to become the second coming of Nicholas, but it wasn't something he really believed he could accomplish in his lifetime. But he also always said he just, because something seems on the table, you shouldn't stop you from trying, because it's only through challenge and effort that you find how far you can go. My father only went as far as Snee allowed him to go. No, I'm sorry, that's unfair. It wasn't the Snee family's fault. It was Jock Snee. What happened? 10 years ago, an assassin came to our house.
What?
An assassin? A pretty cliched one saying stuff like, Jock Snee sends his regards, before kicking my father to death in front of my eyes. Kicked to death? His name was Marcus Black. That was his style of combat, yes. Unfortunately, Marcus was found dead a few weeks back. He was the only one who could have filled the holes in my story. Damn, what a shame. What kind of holes? I tried helping my father, and I got a kick to the gut, knocking me against the wall and then out cold. When I came to, I was in a hospital with my mother. Our house had burned down, and my mother had already agreed to the Sneed's newest offer for the company. And on the body of my father, they found no trace of his lucky lighter. He only ever took it off to sleep. Couldn't it have burned up? It was made of a rare heat-resistant metal. Even after a fire, they should have kept tracing. So, take trophies of his victims? Not that I know of. This has always bothered me, and now I find it in the hands of an unknown girl. And there's something else. What is it, partner? When I passed out, there were 5 people in the house. 5. That you, your father, your mother, and the assassin only makes 4. There was someone else in the house. Someone whose charred body my mother couldn't even bring ourselves to see after the fire. My little sister. Partner, are you saying? I don't know, Ariel. When I last saw her, she was barely more than a toddler. I wish there was a movie so I could recognize her instantly. But this is why I wanted you to be here, Miss Goodwitch. I wasn't personally involved in recruiting you, Miss Ivory. I know, that's not what I meant. I know it's very unlikely. Osmond has done some questionable things for the greater good, but this would be too far even for him. But the possibility, if there's even a slight chance the headmaster may have hidden this from me, that one of the graves we filled has been an empty coffin in it. Right now, I really don't want to risk being in the same room as him. I see. If you'll please excuse me, I think I'll go help with the cleanup in Vale, man. Oh lordy gods, oh my, I can't believe this. Is this for real? Why would you even hide something that's big from those personally involved in it? Because people suck. Hey, calm down, you all. As I said, it's just a hypothesis. Jack, he must know at least something of what transpired. You unlocked your semblance that night. That's the whole reason why he came to you, just like he came to me. Yeah, but my semblance has also gone out of control while I slept. That doesn't necessarily mean the headmaster knows about it, what happened. But it also doesn't mean he doesn't. I'll play the devil's advocate here, or at least I think I am. What reason would he have to bluff your mother and hide something like this from you? Priorities and resource management. Penny? The headmaster recruited both Evelyn and Jack because of their unique semblances. I don't know about Evelyn's circumstances, but if Jack had known about the possibility of her sister being alive and in the hands of the father's assassin, a revenge I could put on hold. The deal I made with the headmaster was that I would help him with plans that he helped me find Marcus Black. I let him do it on his own terms, but if he can bet your ass that if I had known about the possibility of my sister being alive, I would have involved myself. And that wouldn't have been in the headmaster's plans for you. Yes, but this is all conjecture. This doesn't help anyone, and honestly, I don't feel like asking the headmaster directly if he would even give us a straight answer. Yeah, whoever she is, and however she got it, the girl has my father's lighter, is interested in Ariel, and she may be in cahoots with Howard and Weiser Van Gogh. Right now, our priority is to find her and get some answers out of her. Whatever the truth is, that's the quickest way to it. Right on, Bob. We have a new goal then. Ariel, what's wrong? Do you disagree? Considering that this is most likely involve me being bait, I should. But no, I was thinking about something else. What's on your mind, handsome? Regarding that night, there's a third explanation for what may have happened to your sister. A third explanation? Yes. So far, we considered your sister may have died in the fire or may have taken her. But at that point, couldn't it be possible that a third party was involved with the party and in her disappearance? Thank you for your help, Miss Goodwitch. Think nothing of it. Be safe now. There are still shards of glass lying around. And I guess your semblance doesn't do well with small objects. Interesting. What? Miss Lavender. Good evening. Miss Goodwitch. Any declarations? Declarations from me? Well, one of your students was involved in the incident. Was just wondering if you had any. No. Any official declarations from the press. They shall be given through the proper channels as usual. So yet another pre-complied piece of drivel that tells me nothing, I see. I'm supposed to just accept that everything you say until the next time one of your students gets into a fight with terrorists at the docks, or a meteor crashes into the middle of the city, and you decide to get involved for some reason. We don't expect you to do anything but your job, Miss Lavender, as it is expected of me. What does your job have to do with meteors? Was that crash special? Good evening, Miss Lavender. All right then, give you your chance, Miss Goodwitch. Now I'm off the air for the foreseeable future. I have a lot more time to beat the streets and follow up leads myself, starting with that old lady swearing up and down and rise from the crater of the meteor crash. And with that, we're going to call it a part.